Professor Black Ops. You see it. Let's get it. Google hacked by the Chinese. Chinese got a killer hacker army. Once again, quick video. Let's check it out. Chinese hackers use Google Drive to drop malware on government networks. People sometimes if IT's too slow, government employees would just use their Google Drive to move files around for work. That's a mistake because as soon as you hook it up to the network, state, or federal government, right, then malware can get inside that agency or organization. So again, let's read it real quick. State-backed Chinese hacker launched a spear phishing campaign to deliver custom malware stored on Google Drive to the government, research, and academic organizations worldwide. The attack has been observed between March and October 2022. Researchers attributed the cyber espionage to a group Mustang Panda, Bronze President TA416. So they give these hacker groups nicknames and official names. So one of those is the Panda, right? That's the Chinese people. According to Trend Micro Research, the threat group targeted mostly organizations in Australia, Japan, Taiwan, and the Philippines. This shows you right there on the map. Low targets, we're low over here, but see a high red over there. So the Chinese hackers use Google accounts to send their targets email messages, which lures trick them into downloading custom malware from Google Drives. So once again, you gotta watch those emails you're getting. Infection details in the report today. Trend Micro researchers said that hackers use messages with geopolitical subjects, and most of them are 84% targeted for government and legal organizations. To bypass the security mechanism, the embedded link points to a Google Drive or Dropbox folder, both legitimate platforms with good reputations that are typically less suspicious. The links lead to downloaded compressed files, a RAR zip, and a jar with custom malware strains such as ToneShell, ToneIn, and PubLoads. So here's a diagram of it. The threat actor sends you a spear phishing email with an embedded link. The spear phishing email with the Google or Dropbox link. The malicious archive with malware. You decompress and unzip it, then the ToneIns or ToneShells spread. It adds a registry key you created for a scheduled task. The malware DL is sideloaded by a legitimate executable. The email subject might be empty or might have the same name as the malicious archive displayed in the report. Rather than add the victim's address to the email to header, the threat actors use fake emails. Meanwhile, the real victim's address were written in the CC header, likely to evade security analysis and slow down the investigation. Although hackers use various malware loading routines, the process typically involved a DLL side loading after the victim launched the executable present in the archives. A decoy document is displayed in the foreground to minimize suspicion. So it comes, there it is, downloaded. You got the cabinet meeting.zip. The increasing confidence in the U.S. is baiting China's EXE. You sideload the DLL, it gets renamed. Looks like a Word document. Then that connects to the back door and brings the malware in. So that's an excellent diagram right there. The malware evolution, 3 malware strains using the campaign. Once again, it's PubLoad, ToneIns, and ToneShell. From 3 custom malware pieces using the campaign, only PubLoad has been previously documented in the Cisco Talos report from May 2022 describing the campaign against European targets. So a lot of times they keep reworking and reusing this malware, once again, for other campaigns and other victims. PubLoad is a stager responsible for creating a persistence by adding a registry key and creating a scheduled task, decrypting the shellcode, and handling the command and control communications. Trend Micro says later version of the PubLoad features more sophisticated anti-analysis mechanism. implying that the Mustang Panda is actively working on improving the tool. Once again, we get better, they get better. ToneIns installer for the ToneShell, the main backdoor used in a recent campaign. It uses obfuscation to evade detection and load ToneShell while also establishing persistence on the command system. ToneShell is standalone backdoor loaded directly into memory, featuring code flow obfuscation through implementation of custom exception handling. This also works as an anti-sandbox mechanism, as the backdoor won't execute in a debugging environment. So that just shows you a little flow of it, going from the function ints to try block structure. So that's the code in the background of how it's moving through your organization. And so this one was done in C++. I think Trend Micro did the analysis of it. After connecting to the command and control, the C2 ToneShell sends a package with the victim ID data and then waits for new instructions. The command allows uploading, downloading, executing files, creating shells for intranet data exchange, changing sleep configurations, and more. Mustang Panda activity. Trend Micro says the recent campaign features the Mustang Panda technique and tactics and procedures, known as TTPS. The Secure Works reported that back in September 2022. That's super recently. The latest campaign shows signs of improved tool set capabilities to expand, which increases the Chinese ability to collect intelligence and breach targets. Earlier this year, Proofpoint reported Mustang Panda was focusing its operation in Europe, targeting high-ranking diplomats. SecureWorks reports from around the same time spot a separate Mustang Panda campaign, this time targeting Russian officials. It doesn't look like it's coming on strong yet in the United States. A lot of time they practice in other countries before they bring it here. The ESET explains Mustang Panda operations in Southeast Asia, South Europe, and Africa, indicating that the Chinese espionage gang is a global threat despite having short-term bursts of focus activity. So that was the article. Once again, Google Drive is being hacked, used by the Chinese to drive malware. Just be careful what you're doing. And Dropbox, be careful what you're doing with those Google Drive and those internet drives. Once again, they're easy target for hackers and malware and spear phishing. They're used as jump off points to get inside companies to attack them. So once again, Professor Black Ops, please subscribe.